Hello the lovelies, welcome back to an episode of Griffenix Nibbler.
Hi guys.
And we are back and we're doing more reacts. And this time we are doing Techgore. And oh my god, this is gonna hurt me.
It really will. But what I'm wondering is, why is TikTok the biggest seller of this iPad?
Right, so I refused to explain this to Nibbler until we was on camera. But the reason why this is actually was rated up to 800 quid, yeah? You remember when TikTok got banned?
Yeah.
This was still on the person's iPad.
Oh my god, seriously.
So they tried selling the iPad the one day, not even the one day, it was like the 14 hours that it was off.
Yeah.
Like 800 odd quid. That was the reason why they actually charged it 800 quid.
I wonder if it sold though.
Probably not. And if they really did buy it for 800 quid, they're freaking idiots.
Ooh! I don't think that's supposed to be a part.
No, that's... that's a broken graphics card. I mean, it looks like an older graphics card, but it's still a broken graphics card. You hate to see it.
It's an AMD.
Yeah. It is one of the... I think it is one of the a lot of... It's... I think it's one of their, like, flagship ones, because I think I can see a HDMI and a
VGA?
VGA or DVI. Yeah.
Because it's got the pins there.
Yeah. No, you hate to see it. I mean, I've been rocking. We were rocking what, a GTX 1070 for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Now we've got a RTX 4060. It's like night and day. It's insane.
But ooh, pretty.
So,
Hold on. Let me try and be psychic here. In a minute, Griff's gonna go, cable management!
Actually, no. Yeah, cable management is what needs to be worked on here. But I also think you need to put in a freaking case.
No, but yeah.
I wasn't gonna say cable management until you said cable management. But I really think they need to put that in a case. And I really do think, now you have mentioned it, they need to tie that up, because that's a freaking fire hazard.
I think the alarm clock went to sleep.
Yeah, I think some parts of that one may have broken.
Maybe it just wanted a nap. See, disease, it's napping.
Yeah, it's a napping. It's napping. But no, yeah. At that point, you might as well just go buy a bloody new alarm clock.
Or, crazy idea, put an alarm on your phone.
I mean, yeah, that's also true. I mean, even like the old flip phones had bloody alarm clocks on them, so you got no really excuse
I think
there.
even like the old Nokia had an alarm feature.
Yeah. I say, if you manage to take a photo of this, I mean, I highly doubt you're gonna have like a professional Canon photo like camera without having a bloody decent phone. Yeah, I think they need to fix the signs.
That bus is just giving up on life. Train?
I think that is a...
No, it's gotta be a bus because it's 2 stories.
Yeah, I think that is a bus.
I've never seen a double-story train.
I mean, I would think it was a tram, but you don't double-story trams either. Either way, I think
maybe it's a long-distance bus, like a double-story coach or something.
Maybe. Or it could also be a like a business class type one as well.
Yeah.
But no, like, either way, that sign needs to be looked at and fixed, because that's not good.
See, this is where I would come along, unplug everything from the mains, and just sweep it all into a black bag. If I walked into the house and that was, like, on the desk.
See, the thing I want to know about this, yeah, is the part on the desk, is that the PC that's running that computer, or is there another computer somewhere else? Because that could be, a test bench part where, we're going to test out a few features and stuff like that. But seeing as they got a graphics card all set up, connected to the side and everything like that, that's not a graphics card, that's a just normal intake fan. But either way, that's not, no.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal. I know people will have the tendency to just build the wackiest shit possible when it comes to PCs, but it needs
to... At least make it safe.
Yeah, at least make it safe. You don't want your house to be burnt down.
You want to build, like, the best or most funkiest PC you can. Not a goddamn bomb.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that medical centre open or closed?
I have no idea. I mean...
Because if they have an optician's, I may need to go there.
I mean, that's just I think it might just be a wiring issue in that one.
If I look at this screen, I can see the closed more.
Mm.
But if I look at your screen, it's open.
Yeah, that is actually. Yeah, that's actually. I think that might be due to OBS, because OBS with this one brings the lighter colours through more, and that's why you can probably see open better on this than you can see on our one.
That's a CPU.
Yeah,
but it has no pins.
No, the pins are there. The pins are just bent.
Why is it all squashed? Unless it's a really old CPU and they're going to turn it into like a keyring or something.
No.
Like if it's their first ever CPU they ever had or something.
Yeah. I remember, if I remember what the comment was with this one was like, oh, I think a few more pins got bent. That's not a few. That's a lot.
I'm sorry, but if that many of your pins got bent and it's the one you was actually using, you did something wrong. Really wrong.
Yeah. No, that is just like you can fix some CPUs when the pins are bent, but when there's that many, you might as well just give up.
2 power boards, 1 plugged. No. You do not plug extensions into extensions. No. You don't do it.
I mean, we've got a few extensions plugged into extensions around the house, but
safely, not like that.
Yeah.
It's like to get the plugs to a side of the room that has no plugs.
Yeah. But like with our living room, we've got like a ton of plugs and stuff like that. Like we've got a load of electronic stuff in there, so we need to have a lot of plugs, and there's only like one plug socket. So we do have to use these. I mean, we can't. It's not like we can even use a tower because it still limits how much we can use.
But no way in hell would I plug an extension into an extension that's right next to it.
Nah, that's just stupid. At that point, you might as well buy a piston tower. But you can get like 10 plugs and that. I mean, how many is even plugged into that? What, 3? Well, 7 plugs.
8.
8.
There's 4 plugged into each one.
Yeah, I'm not including the one that's plugged to the.
Oh, the extension into the extension.
So it's 7.
So 7.
Yeah. So like, you have 7 plugs there.
And 3 are phone chargers.
You get the tower. You can get up to 12 plugs on that one. There we are. You've got extra plugs, and you might even be able to find ones that have USB-C plugs onto the side of it, which makes your life so much more easier. It's just not needed. It really isn't. Save some money. Get a freaking tower.
Like, honestly, the most comfortable I feel plugging an extension into an extension would be if I need it across the room for the iron, or if I'm plugging the outside extension in to get the garden cut.
Yeah, them ones are understandable, but like, it's just, there's no need for this level of stupidity.
See, I have a feeling whoever did this is one of them that has like a wind-up extension as well, and doesn't fully unwind it.
The Samsung Z Flip. I think that's a Z Flip. I'm pretty sure it's a Z Flip.
I don't think that's gonna work.
No, but it looks of it, the battery's blown out of the.
I really hope that wasn't in someone's pocket when it blew. Exploded. When it exploded.
But no, yeah, it does look like the battery's exploded out of it, and the screen looks like it's definitely took a few rounds with Mike Tyson. So this is somebody's Nintendo Switch.
I think it's broken.
Yeah, just a little bit. See, I was unsure at this at first because I thought this might have been an emulation thing that was causing it. But I think I actually read a few of the comments, and this was actually somebody's Switch. So it's either that the Switch is fucked beyond belief, because there's no way you're gonna be able to repair this.
Okay, the GPU was getting a bit warm, fixed it. 1. If this is thermal paste, never use that much.
That is thermal paste, yeah.
Well, to me that looks like really grey pancake mix.
No, that is thermal paste, and yes, that is way too much. You see the square part that's in the
I'm
middle?
pretty sure it's not supposed to be on the pins on the motherboard either.
No. Well, I mean, the best part about thermal...
Yeah,
the best part about thermal paste, though, it's not, oh, what's
you
the
only need
word?
a little bit.
No. Well, yes, you only need a little bit. But,
It's
not
non-conductive.
Non-conductive. So, at the end of the day...
If it gets on the pins, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, that might work still for a bit. But, no, you only need a small goddamn bit of thermal paste. And that's actually a reminder when we get where I need to get some thermal paste so I can sort the consoles out.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
The, like, TikTok and short videos and stuff of kids getting hold of the mom's makeup. Probably still works.
It probably still works. You do not know how durable some of these controllers can really be. I mean, that is probably very uncomfortable to play with.
And probably very painful, especially if, like, the wires give you any sort of shock.
I mean, yeah, the shock, but them analogs without the analog stick thingy, they are uncomfortable as hell. Where I've had to put someone on thingy and I've had to I've just tested it out without putting the analog on properly. It's not a comfortable feeling, especially if you're playing it hardcore or something like that, and you ain't got them analog sticks. That's gonna hurt so much.
Also, next time you take a picture, you might want to make your bed.
Yeah.
And also tidy your, like, shoes up.
You think this person just smashed it and then took a photo?
Probably. They, like, rage quit a game, smashed it off the wall, and that's what was left. You need a new TV.
That's not a TV problem. If I recall correctly, that is on the BIOS.
Why has it got some... Well, yeah, because it says BIOS. Version AO2.
Yes.
But why has it got smiley faces?
I think that's an artifact issue with the RAM PC.
Wouldn't smiley faces mean everything's happy and it's okay to use?
No, it's definitely not.
Well, they shouldn't be smiley then.
Fixing F drive, stage 1, 0%. Yeah, I'm not going to try to read
Right,
that.
for anyone of the same, like, era as us, please no one pick up that phone.
Oh, you mean, yeah, okay, the dial-up. Just so you know, they're not actually downloading anything. That is...
I know that's fixing the...
Yeah, so that's basically running like a repair on the actual hard drive. But the ETA and that, you might as well just go and buy a new hard drive. 200
hours.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to get your backup and data backup and stuff like that, if you're trying to get any personal documents or stuff like that, you probably would be better to take that to a professional to try getting off.
Your device will restart in minus 48,634 seconds.
Yeah, I think that might be a bit late.
I think you might want to restart it now.
Yeah, restart it now before that thing explodes.
Yes, because that is a ticking time bomb.
You've actually need to see if my PC's got any updates or anything like that as well.
Your device will restart in T minus 48,634 seconds. Okay, that's a broken screen.
Do you know what that is?
Wii or Wii U?
That's the Wii.
Oh yeah, the sensor bar.
Yeah. So either that's a problem with the TV,
Or with the Wii.
Or with the AV cable between them both.
Yeah. It's not getting the picture right.
Yeah, because the Wii didn't have a HDMI that had an AV cable.
Yeah.
Like if you had a Wii U, you can run out HDMI then, but that's yeah. Either check your AV cables. If they aren't working, then check your TV. If the TV's working, then you probably have got a faulty port on your the Wii. Lucky enough, Wii's not that expensive, so maybe you'll be able to get a new one. I I could have got one. You can look around for like 20, 30 quid for a Wii on a Wii. So they're not that expensive.
They're pretty cheap to come by.
Yeah. And a pretty fun console as well, so definitely.
Especially for people like me that find it difficult to go outside and exercise and things.
Yeah, I mean,
I can get the exercise and the movements and stuff playing games.
Yeah, but so we've been playing a lot of Wii Sports with our daughter, and she's absolutely loving the bowling and stuff on there. So yeah, I mean it's been fun. So yeah, you definitely, if you can repair it, repair it. Right.
And that hard drive's fucked.
Yeah, that is fucked. Never do that to a hard drive. Also, never expose hard drive to the elements. There's a reason why it's in a pissing metal case.
And never draw on it.
Well, yeah. Now, the second that gets any dust on it, you are fucked. Because them ones, if the disc gets any dust on it, yeah, it throws it out of balance and everything like that. And if it's out of balance, your disc is fucked. And honestly, I don't see the point. I mean, if you're having issues with it anyway, then yeah, do this if you wanted to see what's gonna happen. But if this is a working hard drive and you're just doing it just to see what's gonna happen, I can tell you right now, without even having to do this myself,
that's not gonna work again.
It's never gonna work again. And if it does, it's gonna be very slow, and it's not gonna be working for long.
I'm pretty sure under this black label, this first instruction is do not remove cover.
No,
I'm not reading that.
No, you won't be able to because it's a thingy. But that is a complete fucked up PC. That is that's dead. Well, it's not dead, but it's not long for this world.
Whatever it's checking, it's like 50% complete.
No, I don't see the point.
Okay. Too many fans?
No, look at the part that's hanging. Look at the.
Why is that a grippy thing?
That's basically like holding parts of it together.
Oh my god. No.
Right.
No.
If you look, the red part that's above the graphics card. Yeah. Underneath that, there's another red part. Yeah. That's holding the GPU in place.
Oh my god. No. Do not do this. No. Is that a toilet roll?
Okay.
The middle of a toilet roll?
Yes, that's also another trick people use. No, it actually... Okay, so with these sort of graphics cards, because how big they are, they tend to sag. Yeah?
So that just stops it from sagging so much?
Yes, but I wouldn't go to this level. There is actually things you can buy to hold the far right corner of it, and they're like £10-15.
And it does it properly and safely?
Yeah. It's
just buy one.
It's literally because of the size of this, but it's also a bit more awkward where, because of course the whole bottom part of the case is a fan. You have to put it like directly in the middle, like. Yeah. But yeah, like.
So you're not obstructing the fan.
You don't like if it's sagging that much, you need to find something a better alternative than this, and that is a completely fucked up laptop.
Get an external monitor, you're fine.
Yeah, get an external monitor, you should be fine with that one. But that is, that's a safety hazard waiting to happen. That is. There's so many like messed up parts to that. It's unreal.
To be fair, I used to have a laptop like this.
No, I say my very first not my very first laptop, but when the laptop I very first started recording on my old channel was looking a little bit like this. But yeah, it's literally either completely disconnect the top screen and use a HDMI to run it off something else, just to make it more safe for you. Because that is a snap. That's bad. But anyways, I think we're going to leave this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I've been Griff.
And I've been Nibbler.
We do 2 videos every single day, so come back daily for new videos and new content. And as always, we hope you amazing people have an amazing day today.
And we hope to see you guys in the next video.
And don't forget to have a great day. Bye-bye.